Morning, this is Anjay. Welcome to English speaking class. Guys, girls, listeners and viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for having me over here. Today we are going to discuss the past perfect tense in passive. My students, viewers and fellows, आज हम फेल माजी बैत के बारे में पैसिव के जुमलों को देखते हैं। ये जुमले कॉमनली आमतौर पे इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन और इंग्लिश बोलचाल में इनका इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। These sentences are of great importance because these are commonly spoken in English societies among the English men, and they are practiced and they are taught in colleges and schools as well. These are of great importance. My students, viewers and listeners, इन जुमलों की खास इफादियत और अहमियत है। ये इंग्लिश माशरों में अंग्रेज़ जो हमारे अंग्रेज़ मैन एंड वीमेन हैं उनके दरमियान कॉमनली बोले जाते हैं। और द कंट्रीज़ वेयर देयर इज़ अ नेशनल लैंग्वेज इज़ इंग्लिश, इन दोज कंट्रीज़ दीज फ्रेजेस आर टॉट इन स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस एज वेल, एंड दीज आर आल्सो अ पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ डेली कम्युनिकेशन। ये जुमले जो हैं स्कूल्स और कॉलेजेस में पढ़ाए जाते हैं, और जिन मुल्कों में इंग्लिश कौमी ज़ुबान है वहाँ पे ये जुमले ज़िंदगी की रोज़मर्रा जो बोल चाल है उसका एक अहम हिस्सा समझे जाते हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर लेसन बिहाइंड ऑन द वाइट बोर्ड। आइए वाइट बोर्ड पे अपने सबक का आगाज़ करते हैं। द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट यू सी इज दैट साइमन हैड बीन एक्यूज्ड ऑफ थेफ्ट। साइमन हैड बीन एक्यूज्ड ऑफ थेफ्ट। साइमन पे चोरी का इल्जाम धरा जा चुका था। साइमन हैड बीन एक्यूज्ड ऑफ थेफ्ट। साइमन हैड बीन एक्यूज्ड ऑफ थेफ्ट। साइमन पर चोरी का इल्जाम धरा जा चुका था। Here see that accused of is a phrasal verb and it's beautifully mentioned in this past perfect tense in passive. Simon had been accused of theft. Simon had been accused of theft. साइमन पे चोरी का इल्जाम धरा जा चुका था। Simon had been accused of theft. साइमन पर चोरी का इल्जाम धरा जा चुका था। A beautiful statement in past perfect tense. Simon had been accused of theft. साइमन पर चोरी का इल्जाम लगाया जा चुका था। Let's see the next statement. आइए अगले सेंटेंस को देखते हैं। अगला जुमला है Bano had been intimated of him. Bano had been intimated of him. Bano had been intimated of him. In this sentence, my students, you see that intimate of is a phrasal verb. Intimate of is a phrasal verb. Intimate of means इतला देना, खबर देना। बानो had been intimated of him. बानो को उसकी इतला दी जा चुकी थी। बानो को उसके बारे में आगाह किया जा चुका था। बानो had been intimated of him. Bano had been intimated of him. Bano had been intimated of him. बानो को उसके बारे में खबर दी जा चुकी थी। बानो को उसके बारे में आगाह किया जा चुका था। Another beautiful sentence, my students. बानो had been intimated of him. बानो को उसके बारे में मुतला किया जा चुका था। बानो को उसके बारे में मुतला किया जा चुका था। बानो had been intimated of him. बानो को उसकी इतला दी जा चुकी थी। Very very beautiful sentence. Let's see the next statement. Next one is he had been charged of stealing. 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 Charge of is another beautiful phrase. Charge of means to arrest. To arrest. He had been charged of stealing. उसे चोरी के जुर्म में गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका था। He had been charged of stealing. He had been charged of stealing. उसे चोरी के जुर्म में गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका था। He had been charged of stealing. Charge of is a beautiful phrasal verb. Charge of means to be arrested, to be taken in, to be arrested. He had been charged of stealing. He had been charged of stealing. He had been charged of stealing. उसे चोरी की पादाश में गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका था। He had been charged of stealing. उसे चोरी की पादाश में गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका था। He had been charged of stealing. उसे चोरी के जुर्म में गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका था. Let's see the next sentence. Next phrase you see my students is Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Engage in मामूर करना, engage in लगा देना, engage in मामूर कर देना. Engage in is a phrasal verb. Engage in is a phrasal verb. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर कर दिया गया था. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर किया जा चुका था. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Another beautiful sentence. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर किया जा चुका था. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर किया जा चुका था. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर किया जा चुका था. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson had been engaged in writing. Nelson को लिखने पर मामूर किया जा चुका था. Let's see the next phrase. Next statement. Next statement is she had been notified of her targets. She had been notified of her targets. She had been notified of her targets. उसे उसके अहदाफ से आगाह किया जा चुका था. She had been notified of her targets. उसे उसके अहदाफ से आगाह किया जा चुका था. Targets mean अहदाफ. Notify of is a phrasal verb. Notify of is a phrasal verb. Notify of means to inform. To inform. To inform legally. To inform legally. To inform legally. Notify of is a phrasal verb. It means to inform legally. So sentence is she had been notified of her targets. She had been notified of her targets. उसे उसके अहदाफ से आगाह किया जा चुका था. She had been notified of her targets. उसे उसके अहदाफ से आगाह किया जा चुका था. She had been notified of her targets. She had been notified of her targets. उसे उसके अहदाफ से आगाह किया जा चुका था. उसे उसके अहदाफ से मुत्तला किया जा चुका था. Let's move to the next sentence. आइए अगले जुमले को देखते हैं. Next sentence is Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox has been rewarded on his success. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनाम से नवाजा जा चुका था. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Reward on is a phrasal verb. Reward on is a phrasal verb. To be given awards, to be given titles, to be given awards. Reward on is a phrasal verb. It means to be awarded, to be awarded. So Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Success means कामयाबी. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनामात से नवाजा जा चुका था. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनामत से नवाजा जा चुका था. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनाम से नवाजा जा चुका था. Another beautiful phrase by students. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Reward on is a phrasal verb. It means to be awarded, to be awarded. So Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनाम से नवाजा जा चुका था. Fox को उसकी कामयाबी पर इनाम से नवाजा जा चुका था. Fox had been rewarded on his success. Hey, you my students, these are very interesting and beautiful sentences and phrases used in past perfect tense. Memorize these phrases. I wish you all the best. I'll see you again. Goodbye. Goodbye.